Hi everybody. Today I'm going to be telling you how to properly adjust, clean, and lubricate your motorcycle's chain. Today I'll be showing you on a CBR 600 F2, which is a 1992, but it is pretty much the same procedure as any standard motorcycle with a standard swing arm. So any new like CBR 500, CBR 300, a lot of motorcycles will work with this procedure. So we'll get to it. Okay, so I have a motorcycle or a swing arm stand that has the standard hooks on it. It doesn't have spools. So that's important to know the difference if you have spools or if you just have your normal swing arm. And I have a torque wrench set to 63 foot-pounds with a 27mm socket on it, a 27mm combo wrench, 22mm wrench, 14mm wrench, 12mm wrench, a standard length screwdriver that's not a very nice one, you'll want a nice one for this, and a small ruler. And I have some cleaner right here and some chain wax. Alright, so using your 22mm wrench over here, and your 27mm wrench on this side, we're going to be loosening up the axle. So all you got to do is hold steady on the left side, and loosen your axle nut. And you don't need to go too far with this, just so you can freely move the axle back and forth. Just a couple full turns with it. Alright, so now we're going to move to the tensioners, which you're going to use your 14mm wrench on the inside one, just to hold that steady, and then your 12mm wrench on the outside, just to break that loose. And you're going to repeat these steps on both sides. So, right now you see we have a nice loose chain. Our adjusters are loose, even on both sides. And take your 14mm wrench and move it in 90-degree rotations on each side to make sure you're doing it evenly. Because if your chain is not even, it will wear out and make weird noises, and no one likes that. After every couple turns, give it a check. And the specification we're looking for is going to be about 1 5/8 inches. And that'll be measured at the bottom right here. So keep moving your tensioners in until you find that. And one trick you can use to make sure that you've moved it out evenly is to measure the length of the tensioner bolt. So right now we're at about 1.5 inches, and on the other side, slightly over 1.5 inches. So that means I didn't do a very good job. Alright, there we go, we're even on both sides. But, chain feels too tight. So, using your ruler, set flat up against your swing arm, right in the center of the bottom row of the chain, and move it directly upwards. So we're not quite even at 1 inch. So, we're going to go back to our tensioners and find the right setting. I'm going to back it off to 1/4 turn on each side. And you just keep doing this until you find the right setting. Alright, we're at about 1.5 inches. Make sure you come back to your tensioners and make sure that you are equal on both sides. I like to do it this way, but you also do on the inside of your tensioners, you have marks here that you can equal up on both sides. So then we'll go back with our 14mm wrench and our 12mm. tighten down that lock nut. Right, now we're done with the adjustment. We can tighten the axle now. So this is where you're going to use your old beat up screwdriver. Put it in the bottom row of that chain and rotate the wheel forward until it doesn't move anymore. This will just hold the axle steady so it doesn't move at all. You put forward pressure on the wheel. And then you'll take your handy dandy torque wrench, set to 63 foot-pounds on this particular motorcycle. It may be slightly different on whichever bike you're working on, but pretty much across the board for this style of swing arm and size of bolts, it's 63 foot-pounds. So holding the axle steady and tightening down the nut. And then using the torque wrench, you'll just go until it clicks, like that. Take the screwdriver out. The tension still feels good. It may tighten up, but may also still be fine. At this point, we'll go ahead and clean it. So I like to, before I do anything, I like to wipe off any grime before I even put any cleaner on it. They do make things called chain brush, or just a chain brush that fits around the chain and you can really get a good scrub on it, but I don't have one of those. And take your cleaner and give it a nice coating all the way around it. And just wipe it off. It is also important to note which way you're spinning the tire to make sure you don't put any of your fingers in front of it, or else you might pinch yourself in between the chain and the sprocket, which does not feel good. Then you'll take your chain wax or whatever kind of chain lubricant you like to use. Nice coating on the outside. Coming around the bottom. Get the inside as well. And that's it. All set. Nice clean chain. Long, happy life.